As usual, our timing for these times are not so. We are not in very, very happy times. We are in very, very corroded, crooked times of our lives, and we are doing our best to make sure that we get rid of all the things that will cause us to become evil. I'm back again online with all of you, and it's once again Counselor Lutterodt for Health, Diabetes and Asthma Foundation that we're doing that. And as usual, remember to sanitize your hand. I want to recommend for all asthmatic people who are having sinus challenges, to use alcohol rub instead of the sanitizer because of the perfume content in it. Remember that create a heat, rub it nicely, rub fingers inside, rub fingers left and right, rub it behind your hands, and go. There we go. I am safe. I have sanitized my hand. And once this hand is sanitized, once I hold this, it goes freely for me. The scent in the sanitizer could affect any of us who have sinus challenge or have some discomfort, usually when it comes to strong scent. So when you're buying any of these alcohol rubs or buying any of these sanitizers, please first check and see what scent is in it. Is it friendly to you as an asthmatic person? The same way, I want to encourage you that when it comes to hand washing, the soap you want to use, to check it very carefully, because your respiratory challenges already waiting for you could be triggered, as I came across a case like that, as I shared with those who were watching me this morning. Today, we have a very simple issue we want to deal with. There are two people who have brought a big issue to us and want to see how we can face the challenge. The one lady was complaining regularly the husband doesn't come home on time. He's not available in the house. He's the only one taking care of the children and all the blah, 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 blah. It has gone on for more than 7 years, according to him. So with that sort of complaint, what happened was that the husband, within this corona time, works with one of the big hotels in Ghana. And all of a sudden, they have not downsized, but they have asked some managerial people who have not taken their leave to take off their casual leave. And the husband was part of the decision that they made, and the board has decided that some of them should go off till they do the shutdown of the president's 1 month issues and other whatever goes down, and they are called back. So the husband right now in his busy schedule have nothing to do. Other businesses that he runs to cannot run because he does a human institution thing. He serves food at places, and that one too, the people he serves the food for are on campus. So the man's businesses that really keeps him out in town is grounded. Sitting down with friends and drinking has been grounded. For that matter, as we speak, the man is living a life that he has to be at home. So the woman who has been complaining for long, the husband have left me alone and he's not doing anything to support me, he's not doing anything to help me, finally I've gotten the opportunity to have the husband home. I think that should be an excitement for every woman. That should be one of the most happiest moments in the life of a complaining wife. However, it has become a bigger challenge for this woman. She says she's suffocating with the presence of the husband home. And ever since the husband took a decision to stay home, they have never faced each other face to face. She's wishing that she will also by force start going to work, although their company has closed down for 1 month and paid them so that they will follow them, because they do a lot of human trafficking issue. Like they do a lot of the traffic of human beings in where they are. She works with an airline. That's the whole truth. So they gave her earlier to come and stay home. And the children are home, she's taking care of. The husband is back and the woman is not happy a bit. Her wish, the husband thinks, I have finally fulfilled your wish for you. Here am I. Here am I, your humble servant. Mr. Kobe, use me for what you want. The woman too is not happy the husband is back home. She says that she's suffocating. She's dying with the presence of the man home. Every second he sees the man, she sees responsibility. Every minute he sees the man, her BP goes up. She gets angry. There's an anxiety, there's an anger that is boiling up in the woman. So with all these things, I sat her down and asked her that, what is your anger? She says that her anger is that the man is back home because of the crisis. Because in their first conversation, he made it clear to everybody that there's nothing that can bring him home, not even the wife, or think about the children. He's there out there and he feels better and happy when he's not in this house than when he's in this house to see his lovely wife. So he wants to make peace by being far away from the wife. So the wife's hurt is that something have granted you to come and join me now in this house. And you don't see the importance of coming to say sorry for the things you told me. But you are here and you are seeking for attention. You are asking for breakfast. You are asking for lunch. You are asking for supper. And the most worst part of it is that he says this man right now sees the importance of having sexual intercourse not at dawn, but is seeing the importance of staying together indoors with her, even in the afternoon. And she has nowhere to go. And the thing is killing her. She's getting angry. She's getting angry. And the final decision she wants to take is to take the children and travel to their grandmother in Koforidua. And the man has made it clear that as long as he's also at home, he will not let the woman take the children out of the house. And the woman is boiling up gradually. She's busting gradually. The house is now a tension-oriented home. A husband that was not coming home has come home. And it has led to tension between wife and husband. My question is, tonight or this evening, we are managing a corona effect. But people who want their husbands home have come home. And they are regretting their husbands are back home. The other girl who is talking right now is saying that she's a breadwinner. The husband is not the breadwinner at home. As we speak, things are not going down well because they have been laid off. And the husband in the house is not understanding why she has come home. And is asking that their company is still running. But why have they allowed her to come home? She works with a private hospital. And the hospital have taken a decision that they will lay off all paramedical staff because they are not getting staff enough to run the hospital. So paramedical staff, when we say paramedical staff, these are staffs who are not having direct contact with the patient. So her wife is an administrator of a particular clinic and she has been asked to come and stay home until they begin to have a lot of things that happens. And the husband is saying that it cannot happen in this house. They have to rather keep you there to do other things because the person is a breadwinner. Is a breadwinner. The breadwinner of the family. So, two issues here. The woman is torn between going to look for a job to do because the husband cannot get any job to do. One, he's not employable. So the two issues are what we are discussing today. And our problem is that this effect of coronavirus right now on our families, it is causing a lot of challenge for us. People who are hiding away and are not taking care of their home, like they are giving money in the house, but their presence is not at home. Right now, with the event of coronavirus, they have now come home, and wives who are supposed to be appreciative than you kunobano, nibuefu se nya yare na nka ba na. So koba ye di nyina ye simple. O baby enya komayale enkoyi manu ebufu ahye ne mumma efse ne ho kafo ye be mo ne ne te no. Emfie du ni echire ni ontena fie da. Ye pon adwuma na adwu na oba na obehye dem no ada. Ondidi wo fie onye hwe wo fie ho. Sika mu hia de obema mu bia no no o se fie ontena ho na otena fie ho a enkoyi man na ninje anije bia ni ona bibia ni asase so ebe mo no akase otena fie ha ene ne yere on tan won ba ontimi ne won tena fie ha badansen ya yare ya sema abekromi na adwuma oye no ye close adwuma ne down nti ye close adwuma ne down kakra bosome ba kontino empanyifo eda adwuma na no kire se ye empanyifo edi kan ne bi ne nkotena fie na omo ye reshuffle enti we ba ko tena fie bosumi mienu na echire mu we so aba ba tena fie bosumi mienu na echire ena ne kunu na eka first batch of directors eni mpanyifo a esom ba fie na o hotel kese bi na o ye adwuma wo be ma ya ba fie oba ya adwuma o ye ndi amo ba fie kura kosi mbre a etua won ne so mo mbre fie oba na adwuma wo airline enti ono so you see numerical strength about down shut down planes enti enu ntinu ono so aba fie Enyanu nyandofo efie bae a wabe. Ena akọ fan tokwa aba ho. Oba ne se oni ni kunu nanim enhia. Ye nhia. Ye nim entumi nhia. I don't have the luxury of seeing my husband's face. Me hu me kunu na me kuma ba. Me ya so ni mitifie. Me ya se nyama me ya ma ni nyina no enkoyi ma no. O ma na aduane anobaduane ewi aduane enyumre anajo aduane na de ne yakra kunu sum kra se nanse ni kunu pese one ne ye mpaso aguro ewia. Omuntumi ntran hwe television 5 minutes entokwa besi ena on peso be gu nwenu as won kwala na ni munti no o manage but amani BP call up ewia bere am ne ka say you check ni BP no 147 pre-hypertensive e be gina to ho but the chechire mu a friend na me ne ka say na me hu say asema aba no anope yi no asema aba ni around 9 o'clock ena finally story sin nyina aba ni asema eba na ha no enti na ama se BP ni koso me na kasa se me onye ema BP no enko yiye ena anko yi na me ba ha se sie me fa we nsoso me ba ha se sie na me nya me wura studio ha ya na me nya call e entrance so the call that I just pick up was that a young lady is threatening herself and regretting herself marrying a man who has been married to for 9 years. And the reason is that within all this time, sana ni kunu absent as well. Was absenteeism husbands men and women who are hiding behind their work so they will avoid each other. There's conflicts. Solve it. And tokwa ba ebusuanum obema no edi ntokwa ba ombunu onhunu asio obema wo fi a na bema na afre ne baketwa ne ba mo mba mienu bema ba ko oba na epanyi na ketwa no e wo phone no afre ne baketwa no no ne ba we na kasa ombisa ne mbo se ne yede ne ho tesen a mo nyina ate wa ye ware enti sa pain yi wo no nsu ni mu na coronavirus asen ba ye hu abo bema no wa ba betena fie ho no betena fie ho no or expect say oba ne betena say kun no oba no kopusi na no ka say onji ndi da say waye omukun no mbopada no ombunu okache ne say oni di ofia mo no duane mane bio enti wasan ba sesi a no see 2 days ni wan no aduane ama no be ma ne koku apai say wo hu ni kun ofie wo no aduane no say wo na say undi meduane na abedidi okurum na afiri eba ne say na sesi a de oba no say self frame na okache me say me dofo sesi a de maba enti ni aduane ma me ndi aniti ma no be ma ne say di koku apai no yes a onkosingoso a be ma ne say fie hot no de wo fie nyina onim na nkrofo de omudi nkomo ne nyonko mba okotene omo ho a omo awade egu omo tunifo boni enti obefia no ne omudi nkomo na say asem na kosi say be ma no esi o evidence of the wife chatting with other women whose marriages have collapsed, who are not treating their husbands well, which is the reason why the wife is not respecting him. So onunsu sesiano aya big fight e wo mfie ho mene okase sesiano obana is threatening to leave the house right now na bema ne nkwala ntre fie ho I don't know what your take is on it because ose bema na man proof say or endafofo mba mensem bi oni omudi nkomo na sana mfo mi mensa why investigate so omo nyina omo kunu mu ene omo ntire yie omo abra abone awade ne nkoyie enti onunso sorry enti onu so adwa ene wabo audio bi a kire na audio a eye audio recording ni kunu go yi wo ka wato amane mu there's a phone in ewa ne kai mu ni kunu na ko yi e de be kire nse enye nini enkomo bia odi enkrofo form mu lift okwan so ni nyina be ma na be fa ni nyina be bo ama ada ne ntokwa kesi wo fi o eno ba no say obema say no suro so ne betena no ye widini for having this behind na coronavirus ya mbanka na onim say ni kunu a on pen ani ma hwe no sana onnam nyina no on monitor no hwe no for what reason. So this me do an okay and I'm saying well it's just coming to this corona issues so there is stress in the system, there is anxiety in the system, it is causing depression on relationship and what should we do? So the last one I was sharing with them was that for the sake of those who don't understand the issue is simple. The woman said that she just discovered that the husband who has decided never to step foot in their house, like come and live with them, but will provide them everything and will only talk to the 2 children they have talk to them and neglect her as a wife in the house, even warn her never to cook for him to eat in the house again, now has come to stay home and is demanding for food, demanding for. Why don't you come to say sorry so that you move ahead and tell me you can cook for me now, my wife? The man says, what right does a woman have? If she wants to do what she will do to her and blah, 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 blah. At the end of the day, the man has produced a recording that is telling the woman that she's befriending some group of girls whose husbands have left them and they are polluting her. And she has gone to insult the husband. She had a phone call and spoke to her senior sister about what the husband is doing. And the senior sister in the phone that she responded, yes, you a Jimmy Fopa, is a very stupid man. I've regretted marrying him. So the man is acting on the impulse of a recording that was in the car of the wife. And based on that conversation, he's also saying that he was already tied with a woman. And if the woman wants to leave the marriage, he doesn't care. But the woman should know that he will only leave the marriage after leaving the two children for him. And he will look for somebody to come and take care of the children. He should pack her things and leave the house. This big confusion the woman told me, I was shocked. The impulse of this one is that, is it right for a husband or a wife to record each other and in the recording use it against the other party? Because the conversation is that the senior sister, she was stressed and spoke to the senior sister. And within the conversation, there was something that came up and the senior sister made a statement and she repeated it. And she told the senior sister that she has regretted marrying this man. Because this man is killing her quietly. And if they don't sit up with Da and Ma to talk about the issue, one day they will hear she has committed suicide, poisoned the children, and died because she is dying in this big house alone. And she was talking in her car and was crying, and the sister was saying, stop crying, stop crying. So that conversation, the husband has it on the audio and played it and said she has gone to disgrace him to their family. And that stupid sister has done this and so insulted the family. And this is a confusion that the man is now agreeing that leave the marriage and go. And she's saying that if not this coronavirus, she never knew that the husband was even recording her in her own car that she's driving. She doesn't know what is in their house, but this is just an evidence from the car. And she does a lot of conversation in the car. She thinks that she's okay. That's how she speaks in her car. But there's a recorder that has come out from her own car that the husband pulled out, that she has positioned in her car. And there are more issues. But what has gone down recently is that she says she has insulted her to their sister, and the senior sister has disrespected her, and she has made a statement that she is tired and she has regretted marrying this man who is killing her quietly. And the man says for that statement she heard, she doesn't want to find her in this house anymore, and has come and wants her to perform her wifely duty. So he will not say sorry to this woman. So the ball is in our court today. Today, we will not spend too much time, like I always say. We have just some limited time. The question is, if there are conflict between husband and wife, can it push men to hide at work? That your wife is not somebody you can chat with. There's a problem between the two of you, and you are using work. You are winning Hard Workers Award. You are winning the Best Worker Award, but you are not fine. The house is not good. It doesn't mean your house is not well. The house is nice. They are good chairs. But you have a wife that you don't feel comfortable to come and stay with. That's your wife, you don't feel comfortable to live with your own wife in the same house. If Wabuajiwa says the husband is very, very wicked, hey, Jesus. That the woman's complaint right now is that the first woman says that I cannot live with him in the house. His presence in the house is giving me tension. Even though regularly I was wishing that he would come and live with me, right now he's coming to the house, has come to shut everything around me. And the woman is going down that her BP went so high. Pre-hypertensive. So we are saying that the coronavirus has brought husbands home. And we are expecting that this particular woman should be excited and should be happy. She should be happy because finally, the husband that doesn't want to come home, coronavirus has brought the husband home. But the woman is angry the husband is home, providing breakfast, providing lunch, providing supper, and requesting for sexual intercourse intermittently within their time they are spending, trying to chat with the woman and not seeing the reason that there is something wrong that the man must let them address. It's her problem. coupled with the other woman whose issue is that the husband is angry that the woman has made a phone call talking to her senior sister about what she's going through in the marriage, and she was speaking openly to the sister, not knowing the husband has a recorder in her car and is using that as an evidence of disrespect to her. Friends and loved ones, is it good for a man who is not coming home because of hard work to come back? The husband is back home now. The company has asked them to go home. And he has come home finally, that he's home morning, he's home afternoon, he's home in the evening. He has nowhere to go. He lies down in the bedroom, he comes back to the sitting room, he walks to the kitchen and can go to the balcony, will talk to the kids, and the kids looks happy their father is home, but the wife looks very sad. Very, very sad. And that's why BP is going up. Tonight, I have a simple question I'm asking. Who is at fault here? Is it that the man saw that there was problem with the marriage and decided to work and come late? Or the woman really needed the man, and the time he needed the man was not available, so she's fed up? Should she be happy the man is back after all, so that they will live as husband and wife? Should she ignore everything that's happened and start afresh like we keep saying? Or she should look for opportunity to address the issues and the hurts and the feelings that she's having against the husband? Because if you cannot stay with your husband in the same house to watch TV, to have conversation, but it's quarrel, then we should rather evoke separation. Oh no, this man is so wicked. Hey, Odali, why you are saying Dromo? You are saying the man is wicked. What is happening to the man who is wicked? I think this marriage have to be separated, because if there is no privacy and secrecy, well, I mean, they are talking about the one who has been recording the wife in her car and is accusing her and playing back her audio to her that he has gone to talk to the sister about the pain she's going through. The question is that when a woman is in marriage and she's not happy and things are not going well, is it wrong for her to go and share with another person? Is it wrong? No, is it wrong? Is it wrong? Is it wrong? I'm asking if it's wrong because people are blaming the woman in a way that if your husband has not been coming home and by the grace of God he's now home, you should jump, be excited, feel good, feel happy your husband is back. I mean, whatever has happened, let it go. You've been praying for him to come. He is back. But the woman's position is that I've been praying for him to come. But this comeback is not a fanciful one. The husband said, I will not eat in this house again. He should apologize and say, yes, I want to now eat in this house. The question is that, is the woman wrong? Is the woman wrong? Today I want to do less talk and hear you. And I'll read your comment today. Somebody says yes. I don't know what a yes is. But I think there was a message that came before. Discuss the issue. Somebody says they should discuss it. They need to discuss the issue. But that's why when the discussion starts, the woman's temper goes up because the man's discussion is with arrogance. The man is thinking that I'm on top. I'm sending you money. I'm taking care of you. I drop money on the table. And the woman is saying that you are able to call this house and talk to your 2 kids and don't mind me as your wife. So now that you've come, live with your 2 children here. Let your first daughter cook for you. Is she being fair? Well, somebody say, I don't think so. If you have what you want to say, I don't think so. Is she being fair? Let's just be straightforward. Is she being fair? The woman is behaving too much. She's worrying herself. Her BP is going up for nothing. The man is back. The man you are yearning to come is back. And once the man is back, why don't you enjoy the man you have? Who is going to spend? Actually, the man is spending just about a month. Unless the crisis goes up, he will go back again to his usual thing. So Nanda is available. Use him as if he's traveled to abroad here. He's back. Right? Both of them have trust issues. Where is the trust issues here? The man is accusing the woman and tell the woman that you have gone to tell your family about what? Don't I give you money? I mean, according to the woman, the man would drop money. He will send money. The day he comes to the house, comes to lie in the sitting room and he will leave that. He will not even sleep in the bedroom. So sexual intercourse has been a challenge between the two of them. The day he comes out, he's in the mood according to the man. Sorry, excuse me. He will just come and maba, and then say, "Me know that I'm here today. I want to have sex with you." And the woman say he will look at the man like that. He will have sex. He will say, "Go and bath." You know better. Regardless of whatever mood she's in, unless she's menstruating, she's exempted. But if she's not menstruating, maba, and then me know that, then he will just give you the chance to go and have sex. I mean, so she's going through pain and she thinks that the issue must be discussed. And the man says there's nothing to be discussed because she has gone to tell the family members that she has regretted marrying the man. The woman is not his baby. Well, that's what somebody's saying. The man is a strong word, is silly and wicked. If the man really wants the marriage to work, he should do something he has never done before, like licking the woman. Hey, this way I'm taking the thing. They say everyone needs someone to share his problem with. So if a couple are not ready to open up to each other, then it is better for the third party who is closer with them. The man too should behave like a man. Well, that's somebody's comment. The man should behave like a man. Ebenezer, how could say the man should behave like a man. So we are saying that the man, this particular man, the issue the woman is saying, some of the things I don't want to even bring it up here, but maybe it will help you in conversation. He says the day the man comes and wants sex, he will give sex and go. And when the man leaves, she will just cry and will be in pain. Not pain because of the penetration, but pain that why is this man treating me like I am nothing? Why is this man treating me like this marriage is just meant for him to drive? He will come and put money down. The day he doesn't want sex, he will come to the house, open the gate and come inside. Or when he comes to lie in the sitting room, will dress the next day, will leave money and will go. And he doesn't know what he has done. But the woman is suspecting that the man's anger is that he has been put. So anytime he comes home, then he comes to change the recording. Come and change the recording and we'll go. So like every conversation the woman is having, the man is preview to it. So his anger and his behavior is as a result of the woman's complaint that she's going through. And the woman truly is saying that she's not happy in the marriage. The man needs comprehensive counseling. He has temperament issues. Well, that's somebody's comment. I said to them, you are those who are doing it. I'll bring my judgment and leave. But today you are the ones who are doing it because the man finally is rather behaving like the woman is the fault and the problem. But the woman has stayed in this thing for 5 to 6 years. They are in the 6th year and they have 2 children. And it's difficult for the woman to have anything happy to do with the husband. She's not refusing that this is a husband who is taking care. The husband is supplying everything that they need in the house, but the two of them are just living like somebody who is supplying money for his children to be taken care of. This is the exact words of the woman. Did both of them go through counseling? Well, I didn't ask that, but they have not had counseling before, per my conversation. The woman has her own counseling, and I think the man too had something to do with some counseling. The man needs psychological therapy course. There is something wrong with him. Well, Akusha says there's something wrong with the man. Something wrong because you hear a wife talking to somebody else for relief and you think the wife has gone to disgrace you. I don't understand what we're talking about. That a woman is suffocating in marriage and she decides to talk to a senior sister who is also married to hear what she's going through. And you hear only one side of the conversation, not because it's a speaker, but because she's speaking using an earpiece. Her own, what she says is what the man is judging her from and has played all conversation with other people. Anywhere she goes, they come, they are laughing off. She made a statement that is funny. He said one day they went out to a friend's place and 2 of the people there were thinking about smoking weed. And they say, oh, right now, so when we were coming on the way, we were all laughing and we were talking. The husband has made a statement and said that she's now befriending weed smokers. Women who are smoking weed have become her friends. And that's the reason why she's even complaining and she's behaving this way. She's comparing their marriage to other people's marriages. That is why she's not happy in the marriage. And she should think about making herself happy and not depending on him to be happy. All these statements are hurt feelings of this woman. Is she wrong to talk to her family? Is she wrong to talk to her family? Please, let's help her because this corona time that the man has come home, her BP is unmanageable. The last time she had 147.98, she could have just been bedridden. But we did talk therapy and I think that before we finish talking, she went off. But what yesterday's own was so bad. By then, even those times, this thing has not come up. This audio recording has not come up until the audio recording came up yesterday in the evening when the husband had the evidence and a lot of evidence, a lot of talk, conversations he's had with friends that they are sitting in their car, people she has given lifts to. The man is complaining about it. And this man has come back now, he's living with her in the house. And the girl is suffering because he says the man is increasing her BP. The man is increasing her BP. And once her BP is increasing, we don't know what is going to happen. Once your BP is being increased, the BP is increasing because of the presence of this particular man who is a husband. The question is very, very simple. If we are talking about BP being increased, what is really happening? What is really happening to us? If the presence of your husband is causing you to have BP, and now that coronavirus has brought him home because he has nothing to do in town, what will you do? Will you want to live like she wants to go to Koforbia to go and live with the mother? And the husband who says that if you are leaving, you can't leave the children with me here, and you can't go with the children too. I want to spend time with my children. So our problem right now is that if your husband has been out of the house and there are issues that have not been settled, and right now as we speak, because coronavirus have sacked him from his office, he's coming for you for the two of you to live like nothing has happened. What do you think is going to be for you? What is going to be for you? What is going to be the issue for you now? Should you allow him to say, "Let's sleeping dogs lie"? Is that what we're going to say? Should we just say that the man needs psychological therapy because there's something wrong with him? That's what somebody has written right now. The issue is that should a woman just take it lightly and have a lost and found husband? Should he take it that way? Or you should just allow him to come and live with you because your lost husband has come back home? What should you do? What should you do now? Because the woman is suffering. The suffering of the woman, nobody seems to understand. Everybody thinks a normal. That statement, for me, it irritates me. That when somebody is suffering from something and she's talking about it, they assume that this is how all men are. It is not. What should it be the attitude of all men? Why should we hold all men like that? So if it's an attitude of men, should we allow it to go because it's an attitude of men? When your fellow woman is suffering, fellow woman cannot talk to anybody. She's supposed to confine to herself. Her husband is punishing her in a certain way. She's come through marriage and she's not enjoying the marriage. They say she has no right to talk to anybody. If she go and talk to her own family members too, then she has gone to report. Who should she talk to? As a matter of fact, in the marriage circle, when you are going through any challenge, the best people you have to talk to first are your family members, because they receive the marriage right. So they're the first people you should talk to. So me, where I sit, I don't know why the man should think that when your wife talks to her senior sister and you have recorded it, you should have the right to come and speak against your wife and tell her that I have a recording of you talking to your sister that you are not happy in the marriage. And what am I doing to you? Am I beating you? Am I insulting you? Not that I provide whatever I want for you. I mean, today I've decided to be very cool. If you're watching me for the first time, I'm very cool. But what a woman told me at a point in time, I felt sad as a man. That is why I want to hear from your side. Because the man's position right now is that I am back home and you should be happy I'm home for you. And the woman too says that you've not been like this. The father, you come and provide money and come and have sex with me and go. And you open your mouth and tell the woman who tells you, he told the man, I am not happy in this house. He says in this world, you should make yourself happy. You should not expect me to stop what I'm doing and come and make you happy. So that thing is in the woman. That now that coronavirus have brought you home, not because you travel, but because you have been asked to come and stay home because of the infection that is going on in the hotel area, you want me to assume that all is well. And the funny thing is that a lot of people are now accepting that the woman should just behave that all is well. She said she could have done that to let sleeping dogs lie. But the painful thing is that she is feeling hurt that the husband was recording their conversation in her own car that she was driving up and down. Every day there's a recorder in the car. She didn't know, because she had that conversation with the sister, the senior sister, some time ago, about 3 weeks ago. So it means that the recorder has been in the car for long. And the other thing the husband is playing, that there are other programs that she is going behind it. It means that doing the when she opens the radio set, whoever calls her and she's talking, and you see the recording is in such a way that usually you don't hear the other side, but she can hear whatever she's saying. And the woman is jumping into conclusion that why should you report your senior sister? Am I killing you? Am I being a bad husband? Don't I provide money for you? Is everything not in this house? Am I not okay for you? Are you the one paying the fees? The house you're living in, this big house, do you know how much I'm paying for the big house you're living in? And all the complaints that the man is doing. And because the man is saying all these things, those of us who are far, when we hear men telling us this ones, it's easy for us to side with them because we've not heard the side of the woman. But the woman is bleeding. Her BP is going up constantly. And that is why she wants to seek for separation. Go to Kofodia in this time to go and live with the mother. And the man is refusing the woman leaving the house to go and live in Kofodia because he has come home and is expecting the wife to play her wifey duty now that he's home. Coronavirus is leading us through many stressful situations. Coronavirus, COVID-19, is bringing solutions. Husbands who, in quotes, some were hiding behind their work, who some took advantage of the situation in town and refused to come home. Now, their shells have been blown off and they are supposed to come home. But because the house was not conducive before, there is no enough happiness for the two of them to live in the house. The other two issues are almost the same. My question is, in times like this, should we evoke separation so that peace will prevail? Separation as in the woman going to have some time with his family and leave the man alone in this house. Or the man should continue hibernating in town to let peace prevail. Because we can't lose a girl or a woman because her pressure is going up based on the presence of the husband. Anytime she sees the husband, anger comes up. And I asked her, do you feel violent? He says no. But whatever she feels is that anytime the husband touches her for sexual intercourse, she feels cheap. He said she feels like a rag. And that is where the next day the BP will just go up, because it's like she has just become a sex material. And she's not really enjoying the act. But like duty call, a demand, she has to give it. Friends, it might not sound like one of the stories we've been listening to. It might not sound like one of the things that I bring to your doorstep. But this is a woman whose husband's presence is causing confusion. The husband has recorded her in her car. And that is what she says is breaking her down. That you can warn her that why should she talk to her own sister about what she's going through. The other one that the husband is refusing, why was she asked to come home? Because she's the breadwinner. What is she going to tell the people that they say she come and stay home? And the husband is not happy the wife is coming to stay home because of what they will eat. I think that particular man there, he's a vegetable. And the woman should not listen. But the woman too is saying that what the husband is saying is making her feel like she should go back to work. No matter what happens, she should just be leaving the house every day and leave the house for the man. They don't have a child. They are married for 9 years, no child. And the troubles they are going through as childless couple has been an old story. But that is why childbirth has become a challenge. Friends, she said, is the husband. The husband has been asked to be on drug so he can boost a sperm count. Then they'll be able to try and have a child. It's unfortunate that the husband is not even taking the drug serious. But she can't say it. 9 solid years of barrenness, sterilism, even for the man to go and start going to see a doctor, for them to diagnose and find out that he has low sperm counts and need medicine, took the intervention of some grown-ups, because the man doesn't care, even though they don't have a child for 9 years. She's also asking for the same thing, that after she's come home, she's now really seeing that there is nothing called marriage between the two of them. And that is why the man too doesn't like the presence of woman in the house. So he said, go back to work. Coronavirus. Coronavirus have brought. I'm sorry, but I'm just imagining that when coronavirus have come and people are quarantining themselves, some people are refusing the quarantine. He said the man is disrespecting the wife. Yes. Should she go for separation? Should we accept the separation? Let me ask you, is a woman wrong by, as it were, talking to the senior sister? Is she wrong to talk to the senior sister? If you are going through a challenge and your husband is disturbing you, is it wrong for you to talk to your senior sister? She's the only one you can confide in and talk to. So why is the husband angry that the wife has spoken to the senior sister? And the painful part is that the anger is not the issue, but according to the woman, the husband's recording in her car. Now when she sits in the car, she's scared that is my conversation being recorded? Because why should the husband leave it? Friends, what should be the position of this woman? Should we grant her separation? If her BP goes up, the man should allow her to go and stay with her mom. Well, my Esther says that once the BP is going up, the man should allow the woman to go and stay with her mom. That is the issue. The man says that now that he's home, he wants to have time with the children. And the woman cannot leave the children for the man because he can't take care of them. Based on that, the man is not allowing her to go, because if she will go, she has to go with the children. And he's not ready to allow the children to go with their mother. That's where the problem is. The man is happy in the house, but the woman is not happy. And the home belongs to the woman. So when a woman is not happy in the home, what type of home are they going to build? If it's not this coronavirus, the man will not be home. It's the coronavirus that has brought the man home. And a woman's wish have always been that, when will you be home with us? But the coming home and the issues the man is doing. So let me ask another question here. Is it a sign of immaturity for a man to show a recording to a woman for a proof of what you are looking for? After all, why will you record your wife? For what proof? What evidence do you want? Is it an evidence to walk out of the marriage? Is it an evidence to quarantine your wife? Is it an evidence to stop your wife from being herself? Why would you record each other? The mobile phone we have, they are supposed to be a mobile phone that is personal asset. It's not a public telephone. So why would you even wish to even pick your husband's phone and look for a number on it and call the person? Why? Because right now she sits in her car and she's scared that there's a recorder in the car. There's nothing in the recording that shows that she has been evil. The only bad thing that the man is complaining she has done in the recording is that she spoke to a senior sister that she's not happy in the marriage and she has regretted marrying this man. And that is what the man is using everywhere. That he's doing everything for them. And the woman is saying that you are doing everything but you don't talk to me. Anytime you talk to me, is something that is irrelevant. But as husband and wife, we've not spoken before. You call your daughter on telephone, ask your daughter, how are you? But unfortunately, the wife that you are with, the last thing you do is to ever ask your wife, how are you doing? Now that coronavirus has brought you home, not because you are quarantined, not because you are sick, but the office have asked that you come and stay home because the hotel has reduced its intake of people. You want your wife to be nice with you. When she refused to get you the niceness, you produce a recording that shows that you have been listening to a conversation and that she spoke to a senior sister, that she's not happy in the marriage. Her BP is going up per the record of the medical things. She wants to go with the mother's side small with the children. You insist not over your dead body. You want to now spend more time with your children. And she can't leave the children with you because you can't take care of the children. My friend, should she insist on going? Or let's resolve the issue. The woman's condition per the car sitting in recording is causing problems. I don't know how you feel about it. I don't know how you feel about it. But there are some forms of abuse that is more painful than when somebody hits you direct on the face. When there is an emotional abuse, it gives you little contact. And before somebody will open up to you, it becomes a difficult thing for her to do. If you are living with a man who blocks you from talking to anybody around you, he is a wicked man who wants to kill you. When a man wants you to make sure that he's the only one you can talk to, when a man makes you believe that when you have problems, don't talk to anybody. Even when they tell you the best person to talk to is God, they are wicked people. Because the right in marriage is reserved for the family. So when things are not going well with you, your right to talk to your family is yours. Tell your mother what is going on. Tell your father what is going on. Tell your siblings what is going on. Maybe, just maybe, the talking to them will bring solution. If you are in marriage for 9 years and the childbirth is not coming, and the man will want to warn you while the trouble is coming from him, you're also scared to leave the marriage. People say, but 9 years, what are you waiting for? 9 years. You see, the 9 years of this woman was having a child and going up and down and working seriously. Nobody saw it. She didn't feel the inch. Everything was okay. But immediately she came home right now that there's no work from the airline. So, brefieno, coming to live with the man, the pain of being childless and see this man every day is causing the confusion. Friends and loved ones, separation is not a crime in marriage. But when you are separating, you are separating because you want to resolve the issues. Let her leave her children with him now and go and meet her mom for a while. She's not going forever, but if she stays there forever, the BP will spark and eventually kill her. I understand. When a woman's BP is constantly going up and she's becoming pre-hypertensive because of a man's face, that anytime I hear my husband's car at the gate, my BP goes up. What is it? When I hear his voice, even when he calls me, my BP goes up. And everybody thinks that the woman is asking too much. Maybe the man is not understanding what it means for a wife's BP to go up. But for me, I think that when you are paying your husband's, your wife's, your children's school fees, and you are giving your wife chop money every day, if you treat her like this, recording her, telling her not to do some things because you don't want it, warning her not to go to the mother because you are back home based on coronavirus, will not make the marriage work. Let's live with our wives with understanding. Let's love them. Loving your wife is not because she's beautiful. It's not because she's cooking for you. It's not because she's giving you sex. It's not because she has become that slave you want. But loving your wife is the reason why you became a husband. And it's part of the calls of you being a husband. So for you to be a husband, your love for your wife is there not because she's playing the duty as a wife. But as long as she remains in marriage and makes you a husband, you are under obligation, unquestionable, obligatory, mandatory command to love this woman unconditionally. You have to love her. And when you're loving people, there are some things that you don't do against them. I believe this man has offended the wife. The man has offended the wife. And I can't tell him to go and say sorry and go and beg the wife. But I think he needs to find a nice way of readdressing the thing in an apologetic manner. As a man with ego, find a nice way of addressing this sinful act and your choice of words. The fact that you give her chop money, the fact that you pay the children's school fees, the fact that you have rented the premises they are living in and you are paying from your salary every day, doesn't warrant what you have done. Madam, your husband is wrong. Your husband is wrong. Forget about religious things. Forget about what the pastors are saying. I'm saying your husband is wrong. There's no man, no woman on earth that you can hide the recorder to record your wife's conversation with family and think you are the best man. As a matter of fact, I see you to be a coward. If you are doing the right thing, why will you record your wife? If you believe that you are supplying everything that she needs, if you believe that you are being the husband that God wants you to be to your wife, why would you want to record her? What evidence are you looking for? And what is the reason why you need a recording? Is it that you can sack her as your wife? Is it that you will divorce her as a wife? Is it that you will no more want her around you? That is why you are picking a recording. What were you expecting to hear in the recording? Why will you kill somebody's daughter's soul? That right now she sits in her car and she doesn't know what to do. She doesn't know even if there are more recorders in her car. She's not comfortable. Now that she knows she sits in the car and her BP is going up, don't you think that it will lead her to anxiety, and before you realize she'll even drive and lose concentration and go and kill herself? What type of man is this? Does it mean when you are providing for a woman, then you have the right to misbehave? No, I beg to differ. I think this man, you are wrong. Counselor, I have been dating my lady for 1 year. How? And her mom, now her mom approved of our relationship. But now she's telling my girlfriend to quit the relationship because she sees me as an opportunist. Well, if your mother-in-law sees you as an opportunist, she might be right. But I am a petroleum engineer working as a contract staff in an oil company. Please help me. What should I do? Look, let me tell you, young man, Felix, if you want to marry, have a stable job. That's one. I don't know how old you are, but when I close, you can call me. Call me, let's ask. If your mother-in-law thinks that the daughter should not marry you because you don't have a stable job, she'll be right. Look, the expenditure right now, even on marriages, are going up because of Corona. We are spending more on Corona because things that we are supposed to do in 1 month, we are doing in 2 weeks. The children are home. Water bills will be high this month. Electricity bill high. Internet high. Everything is going high because the children are home. So the truth of the matter is that if your mother-in-law, who has approved your relationship, comes back to tell the girlfriend, stop the relationship because your husband is not gainfully employed. If they are lying, but you are saying you are on contract, being on contract doesn't mean you are employed. If the contract is 1 year, after 1 year, what next? If 1 year you have married their daughter, and unfortunately for you, things are not going well, will you go to your mother-in-law to feed you? The whole marriage in this world is like coronavirus. Oh, my people. Marriage is not like coronavirus. Sorry. Oh, Dorcas. Dorcas says that marriage right now is like coronavirus. Please no, marriage is not coronavirus. Coronavirus is a disease that has it's a virus infection that has come, and very soon we will lose the track of it. It will go and will become normal again. So marriage is not like coronavirus. Marriage is forever. It's the best thing that happened to man on earth. It's the only process that the head of the serpent can be crushed by the seed of the woman. So marriage is not like coronavirus. But I think that let's all take lessons from this one. No matter how busy you are, once you make a decision to marry, be a husband to your wife. Be a father to your children. Don't wait for an opportunity like this to come back home. If you're watching my video and you are even out of Ghana and you are supposed to come back this Easter and a coronavirus issue has caused you not to be able to come, friends, loved ones, I side with you, but I say that let there be some good communication so that your spouse will understand you. There's nothing wrong when your wife decides to share her pain with anybody that she believes in. Thank you for my outfit. People want to go to where they belong, where they feel belonging. So when you see that your wife is going through challenge and she's talking to somebody, I rather think that you should be happy and help her solve the problem. If you are foolishly recorded and the content of the recording, use it quietly as a grown-up man, as a husband, as a matured man to solve the issue. Don't come and attack your wife. Don't come and tell your wife that she has gone to disrespect you. She has openly said she has regretted marrying a man like you. And I think that if it's difficult for you to go and say sorry to your wife, use a wisdom way to appreciate this woman. It is wrong to record her. Now that she feels scared to sit in her car because you recorded her in her car. You're welcome.
Thank you, counselor.
It's so painful today that the story here is a young lady whose husband has never been home because of coronavirus, has now come back home because if they've asked them from office to stay home.
Okay.
And unfortunately for her, she's said to her sister that she's not enjoying the marriage. And during all this time, she sits in her car like the way you do all the things in your car. Just to come back, the husband doesn't understand, has brought a recording from her car. Every conversation she has with the family and everything, the man is using it against her as we speak.
So what does the man want?
The man is saying that she has disgraced him, is providing everything in this house, and he has gone to say that he's no more interested in the marriage.
She has no right to complain.
No way. That's what the man is saying. That's what the man is saying.
The man is insensitive.
Well, that's a big English word. Very
insensitive.
Big English word.
Yes, very, very insensitive.
Yes.
Because we all express our feelings. We all go through stuff.
Yes.
And I think that the man will also complain to some people about his marriage.
Thank you.
But the woman didn't record him.
Yes.
What is this man saying?
I mean, her BP, the wife BP, right? Anytime she goes into the car, she comes back to the hospital to us. Her BP is about 147, which is dangerous.
It's very sad.
And she wants to go to the mother. She wants to go to Kufodia now that the man has come home. The man to say he will never allow the woman to go because he wants to spend time with the children.
Is the man filing for divorce or what?
No, he's not even ready. You know, there are some men that they know that when they file for divorce, they will not enjoy the rest of their life. You understand? There are some men like that because we know that the laws right now. So they will
try to just make you stuck.
They make you stuck.
And what do you think a woman in that position should do?
I would rather help her, take her through counseling, and let her stand to make a decision.
On her own. Whether she wants to stay or she wants to leave.
I will treat her because...
Counselor, my time is up. So.
Thank you, I know.
One day I will host counselor one-on-one.
I go see go about you versus Counselor Lutterodt. I think it makes a lot of sense that nobody will love anybody to record anybody. Insensitive men. I could also use the right word. Very painful. I don't know what to say, but ladies and gentlemen down there, my solution is simple. We're going to work on the woman to make a serious decision. Madam, don't listen to your husband and coil yourself and increase your BP. Don't. Live your free life. Use your phone. Talk. Say everything you want to say. Don't mind this foolish man. He wants to cap you into a place where you can't talk. I'm sorry if I'm not being fine today to you, but I think that some husbands are monsters. Some husbands are behaving like animals. But when you become a husband, you are supposed to be in charge, control affairs, love your wife, and be the best thing. Why should you have sexual intercourse with your wife and when you finish, her BP will go up because she's hurt that such a thing is lying on her? If you are watching me and you're recording your wife, what is the purpose for the recording? Is it for divorce? Then go ahead and file the divorce. But don't come and threaten her. My sister, we'll work on you. Don't let your BP kill you because of a stupid man. Stay focused. You might be precious and loving to another man. Don't follow the negative side of your husband and become like him. He's a fool. He's a fool. But because he's an adult, it's difficult to say your husband is a fool. But I can say it to him because he's fooling. Why do you record your wife? Why do you record your husband? She doesn't have privacy to talk to anybody. Are you the only person she's supposed to talk to? Is he only your contact in her phone? How many hours can you spend with your wife? Now that you came home, the house is destroyed. But exactly after coronavirus, you want to come and do what? Shame on you. Friends and loved ones, I want to end my case here like I told you. Not all the time is mine. May you enjoy the fullness of the conversation. But whatever challenge you are going through now in your marriage, don't let your BP go up. Rather, I want to encourage you that whatever you are going through, seek for help. Talk. 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 Because talking helps. Talk to anybody you feel confident in. And by so doing, you have a better life. I love you all. If you are going through any challenge, you want help. My solution today is that, woman, don't let the BP kill you. Keep on talking. Call your sister and talk to your sister every time. No man can imprison you. No man can imprison you. Marriage is not imprisonment. It is another moment for you to express your feeling and the way you are. Don't let this foolish man change you and die a foolish death, become a foolish ghost. Seek for help. Seek for help. 0277 609 644. 0277 609 644. All of you who are having dialysis challenges, this time your immune system is down. Please follow the protocols. Don't mingle too much. Take good care of your children. Take good care of grandpa, grandma. And I hope that by so doing, this corona thing very soon will subside. Tomorrow happens to be the fasting day for Ghana. If you are a Ghanaian and you are out of Ghana, join us to fast like the command or the request from His Excellency the President of the Republic. Tomorrow we are fasting. Even Obiya will fast. She has never fasted before. Obiya has never fasted before.
Oh, I have.
When was the last time you fasted?
I have.
When was the last time you fasted? Don't do Even Isaac will fast. Even Isaac. Isaac, tomorrow is a fasting day for Ghana. Even Isaac will fast.
Even Isaac will fast. We are going to fast for Ghana. We are going to fast for the president. We are going to fast for
everybody. But if you are not well, don't force and fast. Yes. If you are diabetic, don't fast. If you are going through dialysis, don't fast, because these times your immune system must be strong. 0277 609 644. God bless you so much. I love you. I love you. I love you. God loves you more. Cancer Lutterodt Foundation is still soliciting for money to go and buy sanitizers and distribute to do the therapy for people to know how to do it the right way. So if you are there, you want to support me with some sanitizers, please send us mobile money on 055 000 5077. 055 000 5077 is our Momo account. Or you want to do Vodafone cash, 0507 150 223, our Vodafone cash. If you are in the United States of America, it's 862 571 3950. 862 571 3950. What I'm saying is that we are available to help you. Coronavirus will not kill us. It will go and will continue living. May God bless you and keep you. But if you have any bad situation in your marriage, call me on 0277 609 644. Today has been fruitful. God richly bless you. Till I meet you again tomorrow for our Corona tidbit. Take care of your children. Bye.